did this place look good?
Not completely done, actually.
Did you get anything useful?
Define useful.
Oh, got quite a set of scrap armor.
Yeah, give me a second. If anyone wants shotguns or how to make shotgun mods, I seem to have crewed a few of them. I just found the duct tape now. I'm putting it back in the chest. You can have a look.
Do you
Get
mind
out
if
of
I
the
steal
chest so I
one
can
of
put it in.
these?
Get out of the chest so I can put it in. Then you can ask me if you want to. Okay, cool.
Matt died.
Zombie got me.
I know.
Is there ever still one of these level 2 shovels, Carla?
Yeah, absolutely. I've found a load of them. There
How
should
about
be a
that
level
level
2
My roll
axe.
mat miles away.
Shit.
Let's see, where's he spawned?
Through the night.
Is that after all that?
Okay, so looks quite close to Cal. Where's Matt? Oh, Matt. If you go southeast, there's a trader. If you go
So I'll
directly...
just head on my way.
Alright.
Okay, so gonna head on back. Gonna head on back to the crafting site.
Oh, can you lug some of this crafting material there then, please?
Yeah, sure.
Given that you just basically raided my gaff. There should also be some boiled water on the fire if you need it.
I'm okay, thank you.
Oh, okay. But yeah, grab the anvil at least.
Is it in the reinforced chest?
Yeah, the reinforced chest is where I've been chucking everything. Grab the anvil, grab the electric relays and the wire tool.
And the wheel.
Yeah, Cal didn't come to
Anything
collect the wheels here.
smelting.
Right.
Broken
Yeah,
glass.
and in the morning I'll the wrench and the claw hammer.
Okay. Doorknob. Okay. Plastics. Mechanic parts. You really have got quite a cool pile of stuff here. Well done.
Creepy zombie. Time to be all
Okay, so-
sneaky.
Now I'll head on back to where I'm building the crafting base and actually get a furnace up and running. Be a good start, right?
I imagine so, yes.
And yeah, then we, in the morning, once I've got the iron smelted, I imagine I've got some scrap iron somewhere. If not, I'm pretty sure that there is actually an iron node
I actually
on
have a shitload on me, but you didn't ask, so...
It's alright, I don't need it until I've actually got the things set up anyway, do I? Fill, please. Thank you. Always disturbs the animation. Animation. There we go. With the animation for filling the water, looks like you're drinking it. It's like, I don't want filthy river water, man. I just want to fill my glass jar and then go turn it into proper drinking water.
Or glue.
Or glue, or, you know. Basically, I don't want to drink it. I just want it in my jar, please.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh yeah. Yeah, you don't want to do that, do you, Mike?
Yes, you do.
Well, I already taken.
Hey, Cal. Hello.
Would you like to come to my house?
As a naked man, I would like to come to anyone's house.
My house, then.
Okay, plus side as well, guys. I've already commandeered all of the broken glass that was at Carla's place.
Oh, I didn't realise you needed it.
Down into sand, under glass bits in the forge. So Mike won't be able to eat any of it. So there's that. Which is
Go
good.
on in.
This is a lovely house. Right. I'm just going to make some pants.
I think I may have some clues upstairs if you'd like.
No, he needs to for the tutorial. Let him make pants.
I have a jacket and a nice press boy cap if you would like them now.
Ooh. I think I'd look rather fetching in one of those.
Swanky.
Alright.
Oh, thank you very much.
Okay, let me just go and get it for you.
Does anyone need 34 nails?
Nails are really useful. They're used to make
Boot boxes.
the bigger boxes. So yeah, the ones with
okay.
labels on them.
Right.
Anyway,
Oh, thank you very
press
much.
boy cap for you.
A nice press boy cap for a nice press boy.
Read all about it.
No.
No.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful boy.
I did try and make my avatar not terrifying to look at, but
So what you're saying is we need to get you some glasses and a hat ASAP.
yeah, it's definitely the glasses.
Yeah, me too. I've got these weird bug-eyed, tiny little... I keep forgetting the character's got them because I'm always wearing glasses, so I never remember to go and change it.
Tiny, creepy eyes.
Cal's got a lovely green beard though, I like it.
Thank you.
Nice.
Get rid of the cobwebs.
Having an argument in Discord currently and need further input. Papa John's garlic sauce, yes or no? It's one of the few things that's actually good about
Yeah.
Papa John's.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Yes.
Tastes of homophobia. What does?
Homophobia tastes really nice then. I'm just going to put down there.
I was going to say.
The taste of homophobia. I like the taste of homophobia. I don't like the actions. I don't like the thoughts or the deeds, but the taste.
Clearly the taste is
The smell of homophobia, not too good. But taste of it.
apparently very quite good. So yeah.
Ah, sure you. I'm sure. Oh no,
Yeah,
Domino's.
Honestly, Papa John's
Pizza
is
perfection in Liswary with 2L.
it's a bit of a fucking stretch for most of the
Okay, still better.
Hell's pizza. It's quite nice.
I was going to say that of all the pizza you can get anywhere in the country, Papa John's is probably the worst, except maybe Domino's.
Mm.
No, Iceland's like £1.
No, I
I'm
would
sorry
go.
it broke your tooth, mate. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry it broke your face.
Yeah, I did forget that it broke his face. That would explain his intense distrust of it.
Yeah.
And comes in a big pot as well.
Pizza Hut is the worst. Trust me, I worked there. Yeah, but at least their pizza's tasty. Then again, I don't know.
I don't know actually. I'm more.
Wait,
the-
you're not the girl from Liverpool who smell good, are you?
That.
You
Like,
creepy son of a bitch.
Hey, she told me I smelled good first. Right.
And she smelled good because she smelled a pizza.
And there's.
Yes, I smelled good. 'cause
I like this
smelled
mannequin.
Right. And there's
Right.
mutual attraction.
Mutual attraction of smells.
Mike, you can sleep in here or you can sleep in the attic. Which would you prefer?
Well,
The closet under the stairs.
I was going to say this one's got a creepy mannequin to guard me, so
Yeah. So you're pretty safe.
Yeah.
thank you for inviting me to your home.
Mike.
Oh, guys, where possible, don't smash up barracks chairs, because I'm pretty sure there's at least one thing. Oh, fuck a dog. There's at least one thing that lets you turn it into military fibre. Don't fuck a dog, but also don't smash up barracks chairs. Did that get across? I'm still fighting the dog.
Oi,
So fuck dogs.
get out of my
Don't
house,
smash up barracks chairs, yeah?
Don't smash barracks chairs. We could use them to make military fibre.
Cool.
Oh my god, I just fucking pile drive that wall. He's running. He's fucking gone.
Oh lordy, he
Is
runs.
it still night time?
Now I got a big pustule corpse
did.
back up his ass in the middle of my house.
Yeah, it'll
He'll be fine. Oh, it's going to be sweet when we find cooking pots and grills.
I already
That'd
have
be
a grill, but I'd love a cooking pot.
Well, I'm sorry, mate. You've gone down south. We don't know you down south. You'll have to wait
Mike,
until we
you
find
down
some.
south.
Wait, are we separate from like literally everyone else?
Yep.
Yep.
Paul
Amazing.
decided he was special.
Basically, no, that's not what happened. Matt decided early on he wanted to go to the desert. After a while of doing this, and the apparent future promise of gasoline not being enough to motivate everyone, decided to go to the farm where we've done things before. Cal, on the other hand, went, fuck this malarkey, I'm carrying on to the desert to make my fortune in an old west town. Is that right?
Not even an old
That
one.
sounds about right.
Found a house.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
well.
And a house, move up on the old west town.
Nice house though.
I've
Looks
been
like you have
smoking
something.
meth ever since.
There is a trailer that looks methy as fuck.
Yeah,
Just one?
One I've seen that made me think, ooh, that's methy.
It ate the others.
Yeah.
Somehow we know it's methy.
Okay, so when the morning comes, eventually,
Oh.
I will try and go get some scrap, a metal from Carla's, and once I've done that, I'll yeah, do something else. I'll come and make a workbench in here, and then potentially look at making us bikes as I can.
I have a schematic for handlebars if you'd like a James.
That is a bloody useful schematic.
It is. You need it for lots of things, but I'm actually going to spend the perk because we're going to need someone to go and do that anyway. We're
Yeah.
not likely to stumble on the blueprints we need when they don't respawn.
Fair enough.
So I mean, the bike maybe we'll find the bits for that, but the bike and then the mini bike and then the motorcycle, less likely.
It'll
Right.
just give you a discount as well.
Yeah, exactly, and yeah, you can make everything a bit cheaper with it.
Are we inviting everyone into allies and parties, etc.?
Yes.
Indeed, yes.
Okay, let's
In fact, Matt, you need to re-party Kate and Matt and Mike because they left the game, and
No, I was still in the game, wasn't I? Oh no, apparently
no,
not.
no, but you
Cool.
didn't party up, so
There we go. Thank you.
Is my mic sounding really quiet?
Yeah, it is. I can barely
Oh.
hear you when anyone else says stuff.
I don't. Okay, hang on. Let me. Wait to turn that up there.
okay. Turn that off for you. Don't need to see big bleed borders anywhere.
Oh, that's a lamppost, not a tree.
Well
The
done for
tink,
chopping
tink.
that lamp.
The tink, tink, tink might have given it away, I would have hoped.
Okay, is that better?
Oh shit, that's a zombie, not a
That is
tree.
bit better, yeah.
I was like, I was starting my stream and I was like, oh, this sounds really quiet, but I was like, my microphone's on like full volume. I was like, I can't work out why it's so quiet. So clearly it was just the fact that my on settings in my actual computer it turned it down to like 70 something.
Oh, she's too loud. She's too loud. Turn it.
Ah, there we go. Okay, cool.
I found a cooking pot, guys.
Nice. Was it still?
How was it in there? Oh, yeah, that's right.
Make military pouches now. Lovely.
Yes.
Let's have a look at building a workbench. Mechanical parts we've got. Wrench and a claw hammer we've got. I've got them anyway.
Yep.
I just need a bunch of iron to make forged iron out of.
Do you know how much iron?
Let me have a look here. No, because I don't know how much iron it melts down into. I think it's 1 to 1, which would mean we'd need 25 times 12, 280 odd. Let's just say 300.
Got about 159 posts, so.
I can throw tin cans in there as well. Melt those down. I'm pretty sure I saw some iron around here somewhere yesterday.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of iron rocks on the way to you guys when you were going to the desert. Couldn't exactly stop though.
Loads of rocks down by me.
I was going to say desert's really good for rocks and iron and all sorts.
It's also really bad for, nice cool temperatures. Doggo, no bad doggo. Shit, it's in my house.
I'm just heading towards where Cal and Mike are.
I can detect some rival kind of settlements going on here.
Well, I don't know. I'm going.
Well, I'm gonna stay.
Just where you're nearest. James, you know you're drowning out Kate every time you do this, right?
Sorry. I figure I'm gonna stay where Matt is because that's probably the place where you most likely survive the blood moon.
Don't know. He's going to be attracting most of them.
True, but he's also probably gonna have like spinning blade death trap stuff.
Okay, I found some, James, I'm buying iron rock right now. Do you want to come help me mine it, or do you want to not?
I don't think it's a good idea because if I leave my house, the dog will eat me.
Kill the dog then, you pussy.
Well, when he
You
comes
are-
back,
I'll
I
ask
will.
him. Ow.
Oh shit, you're not a person. What?
Something happened there.
Yeah, I thought Cal was sneaking up behind me, and it was a zombie.
Right, so what you're telling me is you can't tell the difference between Cal and a zombie.
That's a bad miss.
95 competitors can't tell the difference between Cal and 95. It's not Cal.
Oh no.
Another death, and again, it wasn't me.
I can't believe it's not James.
I can't believe it's not James dying over. There we go. I've got close. Don't get me wrong.
Can't believe it's not water.
Let's just dig around this wall. You need clay, right?
Generally speaking.
Yeah.
What's
So
the...
I think half my tea will be for James, half that. Got seeds and that.
I don't have somebody designated farmer yet. Who wants that glorious honour?
Well, I don't mind farming, but it'd have to happen when I'm not raiding.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't mind doing that one as well, but
At that point, the thing is,
Yeah.
what else is on the farming style tech tree? What
Fortitude, isn't it?
what weapons come with it? I'm busy.
I'm
making sure.
busy too, you fucking cheeky bastard.
Right, I'll have a look.
Alright.
I'll have a look.
Alright, living off the land, you've got machine gunning, punching, hunting animals, being warm, and pain.
Pain.
your animals as well, don't you?
I mean, I'll go for the being warm, but not the pain bit.
No, it's pain tolerance. You can endure the pain.
Oh right, see, because that's not what you said, and we all got very confused.
That's
And
not my fault.
concerned.
I use fucking controls and wikis and shit.
Who's that?
Basically,
what?
if anyone's interested in machine guns, they could probably do with picking up the farming perks while
Yeah.
they're at it.
That is
I know Cal's going to want shotguns because he's the single-minded man.
There's nothing
He
wrong
knows
with
what he likes.
shotguns.
Hey, it wasn't a jab.
Good.
It was me just saying he knows what he likes. And what he likes is shotguns.
Shotgun's fun.
That's fair.
By the way, I thought you set it to like 1 hour game time nights.
No,
Like-
we agreed to do otherwise, but we didn't say on thing, annoyingly. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I saw
which
the like
was 2
1 hour
days.
thing,
Oh yeah. Well,
and I thought you said
I don't know
like
now.
game hour, not real life.
Not quite that sadist yet.
Yet.
Right, I've got a little iron mine just outside of this garden centre, and now it's morning, I may as well come up with the stuff I have. Full inventory full of stuff for both of you.
Hello.
Hello.
Can help carrying stuff.
Excellent. In which case, can you go to the reinforced chest in the back and grab everything that isn't emergency food? Like, say, the reinforced chest, not the normal chest, which basically has a tiny amount of water for emergencies.
Okay.
then once you've done that, I'll be done digging up this area and we can go back.
I really don't think he will be done digging up that area.
I mean, I'll stop there.
Okay, fair enough.
There's a,
Dangerous to leave. Sorry, okay.
sorry, I was just going to say there's a village back there that I might try and take over as a housing area. It was very interesting. It was alright. That's all I was going to say. Carry on.
There. There wasn't any food at all in the reinforced box.
Good. Right. That's a nice obvious hole. Okay. Let's just fix that stuff.
Is the hammer.
It's in my inventory.
Hello.
Hello.
That's
Welcome
okay.
to Club Calavera.
Right.
You've got Lucky Lou to wrap up.
Yes, if you're done faffing about, come on. Go back to yours and Matt's. Sort out the workbenching and everything. I'm literally just waiting on you, James.
I'm coming back.
Like, where are you?
I'm next to Cal's creepy house.
Oh, creepy.
It was creepy till Mike moved in. It was fine till Mike moved in. Now it's creepy because it's got a weirdo living in the attic.
Not lives in the attic, he just lives in the room next to me.
I thought he was going to go live in the attic.
No, I moved into the room with a mannequin staring out the window.
Yeah, I was going to say it's more
Alright.
creepy if the mannequin staring out the window.
Alright, so where are these bases, James? Show me.
Well, I'm pretty sure you can see Matt's from here.
You know what? I'll just find it myself, seeing as you're
Down
utterly
this way,
useless.
down this way.
Has Matt built a mega structure again?
Not already, no. He's not had the time and he's died since. James, why are you running on the spot? I think you're right.
Correct answer, Mike, was yes.
There's also a zombie in the distance pirouetting like a ballerina, so I think something has gone on. We're about to get crash. Let's see if I can get to Matt's place, because you're on the spot. So,
Oh, I heard something there. Server connection ended. Yeah, okay.
okay.
Give him a bit of master cane.
Try that.
There's a lot of wood frame blocks here. Have you got a chest in any of these wood frame
Hello?
blocks there, Matt?
Not yet. Sorry, it's been a lot of struggle trying to build this bunker.
Yeah.
Trying to lay
I
things
have.
down.
Kaylee, were you saying
It'd be more
something then?
help if I didn't have somebody building half a house next to me rather than helping out with the joint project. But
I thought we were building a village.
find a complaint.
Can't have a village with one building.
You know what? I'm just going to go to the
But you
top
start
of
with
it.
your cattle and then you build you. Buildings after that.
I think.
Right.
I mean, if you're making an arcology, you can.
Sure.
Quit.
Room must
Oh.
have needed a bit of therapy, I don't know.
Okay, Matt, I will go and put some stuff down in my place and grab the hammer and come help building shit for you, okay?
I conversely have got to the top of your place, Matt, if that's okay. I'm going to put down a chest, unlock it, dump off as much stuff as I can in, and then roll the smoke. Wait.
Okay.
I thought you'd want bikes, Matt.
Yes, I would like a bike. But I want somewhere to live. And put my bike.
You can all come to live with me.
Yeah, it's tempting.
There's a village like just down the road, like literally that we could all just live in.
No.
Like,
You've
what kind
already
of
lived there. Well, live, but
exist?
It's other people's houses. It's unacceptable.
Just because they're vitally challenged.
Vitally challenged. Give you vitally challenged, Mike.
James, do you want this wrench and claw hammer?
Yes, please.
Come on, get it.
Well, I'm just spawning back in, having crashed out. I would like you invited to
Fair
the
enough.
party, please.
Who is in charge of party?
Matt, I
dealing
think.
with a zombie.
Okay.
I just dropped a load of stuff upstairs, Cal, in one of the boxes near where the bed is. Just,
There's a chest inside my house, Carla.
You could have said that way earlier, James.
I've been avoiding knocking that tree down. I thought it looked nice where it was.
Yeah, it's quite a nice.
Tree plant, yeah.
It's like the only tree in the, you know.
Oh, that was a euca farm.
Yeah, so you can knock down the what's it called? The oak tree. Just if you're really desperate for wood, there is wood in the little campfire stove thing.
It's alright, there's a couple of trees around. I'll just get one that's not too looking nice in our garden.
Okay, Matt. Is everything that's down turning into reinforced stuff?
Just turn it to wood for now.
That's what I mean. Is you want it building in place? Is what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
That mannequin.
Let's check down some more wood.
I don't know if I'm going to go back and show stream the mannequin in the window.
Hello. Who is running past me there? To the northwest. Not a friend.
Not me.
I'm very confused.
Yeah, nobody's invited me back to the party yet.
Oh, Christ, stop whining out.
Patience, James, patience.
Yeah, he's
Carl
never
was
known
asking why I was. Carl was asking why I wasn't a friend.
to be fair,
and not why I wasn't a friend.
I was just asking who this grey chevron person running past our base was. I thought it's a private game. It's good to know if it isn't.
It's fair.
Yeah.
Here you go, Cal. I found you a present.
No present.
Oh Jesus, I'm Mike.
Oh, hi. Wrong person. Ow.
What happened? Did you just walk over a cactus?
I might have done.
Make yourself some
There
shoes.
are plenty of shoes in the house. There are plenty of
You
shoes.
go. You walk on the cactus. You can play.
They're all
There are
there.
shoes in the
There are
house.
lots of them.
Right, I'm going to rub myself a smoke. James helps fill in its grand design. Dumped
Right.
off the stuff in the chest for you, Matt, so income it should be easy.
Thank you.
I've no idea what you intend this place to settled in. It could be a roof, just basically picked somewhere on the top, hasn't got anything built on it,
There you
just
go.
filled that in.
Thank you.
Although I need to
All
upgrade
be
it.
moved around later.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
There you go. I upgraded it as well.
Excellent. So basically, how creepy is this house that Cal's in? Is it like a proper Addams Family American house?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Has it got a chandelier?
No, I need to make a sandwich for it.
It also has
Maybe
a
I can demolish one.
mannequin in the window, which is
My friend.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it might be quite useful if it was a PvP thing. Someone shoots it, you're like, who's shooting me bloody mannequin?
You'd have to weep and cry about the loss of Dave the mannequin.
Well, yeah, but after you've killed the bloke who thought he was killing you.
And then knowing this lot, we'd probably end up having
Oh,
a funeral.
James, not the exterior ones. Try just to mark out the space that I needed.
I said, do you want the ball turned into wood? And
Start
you
on the inside anyway, James. Otherwise, it's structurally stable.
What I'd
It's not
say
brick.
is actually, if you could come up here first, do this pathway.
oops.
Ooh, you alright, Kate?
Yeah, I fell off a hill and broke my leg.
do you want
Yeah.
to work the
Could use
bottom
a
or
little bit.
The agility parkour skill lets you fall further without
the top.
breaking your leg, if that's of interest.
Okay.
Ah, I might have to look at that, seeing as I'm probably more likely to fall off than anyone else.
Yeah, and if you're interested in raiding, agility is always good.
That's true.
Lets you run and gun.
To be fair, Kay, I think that previous evidence has in fact indicated that yes, you are the most likely to fall off things.
Yeah, I get impatient and I just run at things.
Yeah. You gotta scream chicken or deer when you do it, and that way you get a nice prize.
You also get a soft landing.
Depends how fat the chicken is.
Right.
Oh, that's a good fucking point. Thank you for reminding me, James. I've got plant flippers on me, and you know what I make every time? Hay. Hay is the secret weapon. Hay bale.
If you fall into a
Why?
hay bale, you take no damage.
Yep.
Ah, so it has Assassin's Creed logic.
But
To be fair,
enough that it's always worth it while raiding to basically make sure you got a pile of hay in your inventory.
now to be fair here, it does require that you actually be prepared enough to know
put it
where
down.
you're going.
if you are,
fix it.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Hang on, James, is that you fixing shit or is that a zombie? No, it's you fixing
zombie
shit. Don't worry.
fixing shit, then it's just-
Yay,
I-
welcome to our village, zombie.
Yeah.
Right.
Walking around
And
fixing
at
shit.
Christmas, we will hang you in tinsel and baubles.
Why would we do that? So that
Because
he
he's a
wants to-
zombie and doesn't need to sleep, therefore he could be our tree.
I mean, but yeah, he doesn't
Don't
be
wanna
able to-
be-
No, I mean,
be able to enjoy the rest of the festivities.
there is a zombie out there actually walking on the perimeter. He's walking away
More
now.
likely, it's that type of game.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jade. Pretty much any of Matt's like plans do start out looking like mad roller coasters, but
Fair.
I'm quite convinced it will turn out all right when we're done. Do you live near Oakland Park? No, I do not.
Who's living near Oakland Park? Why would...
Jade's asking if you live near Oakland Park.
Yeah,
Oakland
no, maybe don't threaten to burgle us when we're playing games.
Park. I'm pretty sure she was asking if you were there because of the roller coasters go.
Ah, that would make more
Not
sense.
just, hey, do you live near there? I'm going to find your house and rob you while you play games.
Because if it was, I'm going to say, Jade, that's a terrible strategy. And that's completely
I mean,
okay,
plus,
the odds
fair.
are you need to find out they live near the theme park and then find out what day they're going to the theme park.
Oh, you
Yeah.
should totally go on
You're going
this thing.
good.
That's the
But,
thing.
just asking randomly this theme park. How about this theme park?
Yeah, he said she's not stalking you, Carlos, she promises.
Oh.
But yeah,
Oh crap! A vulture.
I also think that perhaps trying to rob someone while they're streaming is probably like they're guaranteed to be home at that point.
Yeah, so stuck in the one room, if your house is big enough like a proper YouTuber, yeah, thoroughly distracted, can't hear you properly, probably have enough tech to
Just
rob.
no dig in there, Jade, like a proper YouTuber.
Didn't actually mean it like
Expecting you to
that,
have a
but
big house now. To your
one
girlfriend's
where there's like
expectations, you see.
VR.
It'll be real hard to rob you now if you're looking for a big house.
If you're looking for a big house, you'll never find it. This is Victorian slum housing. people,
Stop
it's
giving
amazing.
away clues to where we live. To make
Oh,
it good.
one of the many terraces across the UK. How will they ever? Come on.
You can live in other towns.
Okay,
Just
Cal.
putting
Yeah.
that out there. We don't have this thing with serfdom. Well, you can't not allowed to
Do we
move
not?
around
Are you
anymore.
sure?
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
no.
on paper at least.
Paper.
Hey, at least, yeah.
Oh no, we have a zombie
Legally
in
allowed.
the basement.
Okay, sweet. Long as
Right,
he
what to deal
behaves.
with it, okay?
Oh no, he's actually
Um.
smashing your intricate shit.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck. Alright, hang on. Let's get down.
So,
He's the one that didn't want to be a Christmas tree.
that's
Yeah,
unacceptable.
well, you see, I didn't mind him not wanting to be a Christmas tree. I do mind him objecting to being a Christmas tree so much he smashes everything.
Yeah,
That perhaps too far.
yeah. Let's carry on.
Yeah, that should be it now.
But yes, in this chest you will see all my treasures. James scabbed.
Oh, I'm always tired, Jade. A very taxing and demanding job. You should know that.
Oh yeah, oat seeds. Okay, I'm gonna plant an oat seed in a minute. I still need to go to the trader.
I forgot all about the tutorial bit.
I got 2 days off, do you, Jade?
Walk off my
Does that mean you're not joining us?
Just come here a second.
Yeah, I know.
What's this?
This is a cock-up.
I
and there's
burn the
one balloon.
whole thing down.
Molotov.
Start again.
I can smash it out and replace it.
No, please don't.
There's another one that's up the way as well.
Be armoured eventually.
Right, when I come back off this smoke, Matt, shall I do your corn harvest of every edible plant, put it in chests and ship? Or would you rather it stay there wild?
I don't mind
He
either,
has
it's fine.
That means you
I'm just
harvest
thinking
up.
worst case scenario is house gets
Don't you have
collapsed,
the
and who's in
farmer there?
chest including corn.
you have farmer perk, then no, do not touch it.
Ah, okay. Well, I've got some potato seeds in that anyway, so.
Okay, Matt, your big runway pit is done.
Okay, you gonna deal with that biker that's popped up outside? I take some interest and start smashing stuff.
Oh, you, your name on the list.
This is where he just drops a piece of paper in front of you. The list says
So, I started giving Rust another go the other day because everyone seems to be playing it again.
Yeah, I started doing that last night.
I managed to not get murdered by everyone.
Yeah, well
I
done.
murdered by somebody,
Gotcha.
but then managed to just like leave
Well,
the starting area and be like, nah, just go away from the beach and
well, I
walk over here.
generally found if I sound pathetic, they won't bother me.
In which case, Mike, you must be fine.
Just so you know, Mike, I'm plotting murder against you for saying that, because now you are both a threat and you tend to underestimate yourself, so therefore you will improve and you will grow by murder.
We've been watching
We won't
Caught
grow
in
by
Heaven.
murder. So theoretically, if I launch these nukes,
That's the thing, you do have to survive in some way, like as an avatar being murdered over and over again, or by, you know, having at least one limb to crawl away. That's fair, right?
no, the whole thing of what kills you doesn't make you, what doesn't kill you doesn't make
Oh,
you
shit.
stronger. Doesn't really count for
Kind
like
of does in video
limbs
games.
coming off.
I was
No,
going to
no,
say,
when it comes to
if you ask,
video game
Get new limbs.
if you ask the
Yeah,
ad
you
mech,
get
it
three
does.
limbs when you respawn, yeah.
products,
What?
the spear is
Sorry,
flying through the
I-
fucking zombie.
Are you just crap at aiming, maybe? I mean, it's worth asking.
There was an anime about that actually, where some people basically could respawn, and
You're
some of
gonna
the,
have to be a lot more specific,
Sorry,
because
what?
that's a lot of animes.
well, no, it's called Aijin or Aijin. Aijin.
There is a bit of a genre now of people who reincarnate as video game characters
Ah,
here in video game character world.
no, it was meant to be real world kind of thing, and it just happened that they were immortal. So if they got hurt enough that it would kill them, they would come back. They'd kind of reconstitute. But part of the combat in it was, so people who were trying to capture them wanted to keep them hurt, but not kill them. Whilst one of the potential ways of getting around that would be for them to just
I was going to say, just add a lot of plot and interesting stuff to that, and you've got zero escape rather than just some bloke getting hurt.
Right, dealt with him, Matt. May have taken a while. Dealt with it now.
That's alright, you needed the XP, all as well.
Yeah, I also had like 10 hit points the whole fight, so.
So heal up first, you do.
Oh, I didn't think about that. What am I gonna do?
Bandages?
Eat meat stew.
Yeah.
It
I've
was
eaten the meat.
provided. Ah, that was all of our meat stew.
I can't believe Jay managed to knock her energy drink over by forgetting she had a headset plugged in,
Oh no.
All over the
Tragic
mouth,
loss of
man.
energy drink.
resulting in sticky mouse, Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We would have a moment of silence, but I think we would rather have a quiet chuckle.
Yeah.
At least I would. I'm afraid that's all you get. I'm going to use these first aid bandages that I've been carrying around since the start of the game.
There you go. Do you want to put a bedroll down somewhere?
Already
I mean,
have.
mine's in the garden centre, and I can always make a new one. So.
Mine's in my house. Right, where do you want me to bash together next, Matt?
Okay, this floor that.
Okay, apparently I am starving at this point, so let's just see if there's any food in here that I can eat.
I was going to say, Matt, if you want to set up a area to be designated kitchen, I could put down campfire and shit like that, chest for that, and start putting food in there. Oh, I see
Okay.
James took all the armour and didn't leave any for Matt.
Matt doesn't like heavy armor.
That's alright, yeah.
I brought you 3 lots of heavy armour, Matt, and he just nicked it.
Matt doesn't like heavy armor.
He said running away slow.
If If Matt wants the heavy armor, I'd be very surprised, but he's welcome to it.
No, it's generally true, but at the same token, seeing people going around with just plant gear and going, that's a bit shit.
Right, I am avoiding zombies.
I'm building my armor.
Good.
then.
I recommend stone spear. It is best for every situation. You could just madly stab.
Yeah, I've got one. I just made one as I was walking along the road, like, trying to get to this. I've still got a broken leg, so I'm still trying to get to this traders with a broken leg.
If you have you can make your own splint, provided you have duct tape, I think is the thing always.
Live in the house. In the medicine cabinet.
I know, but
Oh,
I
look
don't
at
like.
Pal provided.
I know, I don't like using cow stuff, like.
If you've got a broken leg, fuck's sake, use the splint.
I'm too far away now. I'm almost at the
I've limped so far, but I cannot limp back.
No, I'm almost there as well. This is so stupid. Mike,
Yeah.
do you want to get the splint?
No.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we all saw that going.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to go to the traders at some point anyway.
Try and make it about him. Alright, in which case, if I'm not doing any harvesting, once I come back from this smoke, I'll start raiding nearby buildings. Just bringing the stuff back.
Okay, Matt, where do you want me to build, brother?
Okay, the flat serve again.
Okay, you want this all
Oh.
locked into place.
Yes, please.
Awesome. Right, back in a minute.
Oh, give up. Ah, chicken!
Chickens aren't particularly good at healing broken legs. I just want to put that out there so you don't get your hopes up.
Ah, come here, little shit.
I like your impression
you-
of a chicken whilst.
Are you hobbling after a chicken?
Yeah.
Carefully walking ahead of you going, I don't even need to run. This
I
monkey's
do wish I
broken."
had tried to come and watch. Oh, I forgot I need to eat stuff, don't I?
In game or in the real world?
Both, but in this instance, in game.
Don't tell Carla, but I have now killed the chicken.
Why would you care?
Carla only likes the chickens to eat the chickens.
You yell chicken, you kill chicken, you eat chicken. This is
Circle of
it is the
life.
way.
I can also, I have raw meat and I've got bones.
Phones?
Yeah,
We all
bones.
have bones. Stop showing off.
Oh, I'm like, do you remember where we were? Like near the radio tower?
Oh yeah.
I'm there.
You're basically on top of us then. They're only 700 meters away. You're closer to us now than you are to the other guys.
Oh, yeah. And I'm walking fast as well now.
Yeah, I will be turning this. I will be turning this hammer into a workbench, but at the minute we don't need a workbench. Matt wants me to repair shit and make shit, and it's better at that. They won't be lost. Look, you say into the wilderness. I'm still within vision road of the flipping house. I only come out here to chop more wood. Oh, bloody backseat game. Right, just a sidebar, guys. Who here watches Discovery?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Matt hasn't watched it, so I want to be very careful here. Is everyone up to date other than that?
I've got like 10 minutes left on the last episode that aired.
Okay. Anyone? Any advances on 10 minutes to go?
I don't watch it.
Well then,
Yeah, I was gonna say that doesn't really.
yeah. So I just want to quickly say, can someone justify for me the bullshit that has been the last 2 episodes and the crap writing, without like going into any specifics? The fuck. 3 seasons of really good shit, and then 2 episodes of just garbage. It's maybe we just want to turn the fucking thing off.
Everyone having an off day.
Yeah, but you don't just have an off day with the conclusion of what you've been building for the whole season.
True.
If you do, somebody should have stepped in and gone,
Thrones tells us otherwise.
Say again?
Game of Thrones says otherwise.
Yeah, I know. But let's take a look at Game of Thrones for a second. There are so many memes going around right now. If you're like, oh yeah, people still go back and watch Lord of the Rings. Oh, they still go back and watch Harry Potter. A year after Game of Thrones, everyone's like, nah, fuck this shit.
Well, yeah.
Point is that the first two easy 2.5 seasons. Certainly the first 2 seasons. Discovery was my favourite Star Trek at all, ever, of any of the treks that have ever trekked anywhere. And now I'm wanting to just turn the fucking thing off. It's like, why? Why have you done this? How have you done this?
It's easier to write story starts than it is to continue them.
Well, that's great, but they did enough to shift the entire thing over without doing without spoilers.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. I liked the beginning of this latest
Each
season.
they have had enough of a change around in terms of the way the story works, the setting situation, what they're doing. Each series has been very kind of sort of self-contained, but in the last couple of episodes, basically all the characters have just become very basic versions of themselves.
I think the other thing
writing
is they're
bad.
this latest season. The best episodes with Discovery have been the ones that have been almost completely self-contained. At least in my opinion, and I think they're bothering too much with arc plot rather than. Particularly this season would have been great for a classic Star Trek Monster of the Week type.
See what you mean? They have kind of gone for a bit more. I think.
And that's coming from a DS9 fan.
In my opinion, the individual stories that they tell in Discovery, reason that they're so good is because not because they are self-contained, but because they are character studies.
Yeah.
And then when you get to the end of the season, where you get to the big bit of meta stuff, and suddenly everything is revealed, then it's like, oh my god, that's why X, Y, Z happened. That's why they did it X, Y, Z. Oh my god, it's been there in front of us the whole time.
Right, back to the zombies.
So you know, I think it's kind of a combination.
I'm gonna run off towards my trader and murder things on the way and bring back stuff.
Have fun.
Thanks. The only unfortunate thing is I won't be able to mark where the trader is because that shit don't work on controller.
Have fun storming the chaos.
I'll mark the map where you are.
Thank you, dude.
Good, I'm overheating.
Really? How?
Look at all this metal armor.
Yeah.
I am sweltering.
I'm still running around in like off pants and t-shirt, running back
I've
to the
unfortunately,
Berlin map. Like,
I've unfortunately reached the level where I actually have to start worrying about the temperature.
chicken again.
Chicken! Chase the
You know,
chicken.
you start- right. Janeway was from Voyager,
Yep.
and Picard
Psycho.
was from the
Next generation.
So basically, end of the 80s and end of the 90s.
I think I watched Voyager.
Voyager was alright.
Nah.
After Kez had fucked off, she was boring and uninteresting.
I definitely watched Star Trek like before Discovery, like. But
I like DS9. I still like a lot of TNG.
I like DS9.
DS9 is my favourite.
Mostly because of Garak.
I
Well, I
saw.
think DS9's maintained quality better than Discovery. It's got that for it.
I watched a interview where William Shatner was interviewing all the other captains,
Oh yeah.
and his interview with Avery Brooks is fantastic. He's trying to get some actual ask questions, and Avery Brooks is just sitting there playing jazz licks on a piano and talking shite. It's fantastic. I love it.
It's partly because Avery Brooks has very little respect for a lot of the Star Trek stuff, which is why so much of the Star Trek stuff is actually about, or the DS9 stuff ties in very much to sort of Black Lives Matter stuff we have
Yeah.
now, because he made it.
Yeah,
And that's, some of it was really good. But it's not really surprising that his favourite episode of all episodes that he was in, or that they did,
One that was all about him.
no, was the one where it wasn't even about him. It was about the alternate version of him
Oh yeah.
in the 60s or whatever.
Uh,
Which was an interesting conceit, but the idea that it's the best episode of DS9 ever.
the
Again, that's another series that completely failed to finish itself off well. And like the ending of DS9 it was shit.
mm,
I think it's probably quite hard to end a sci-fi series because it's sci-fi. I mean, basically, at what point of the new ideas that could happen do you just say no? Everything after this point is too shit to bother.
I mean,
Babylon 5.
I was going to say
Now that series
Bad
was
5
based
nearly
above
did
and
it.
beyond.
Space Above and Beyond is one of those dad era ones I've never really watched.
Hey guys,
Mm.
Jade would like to know if we've seen Stargate.
Oh my god! Why don't you go into your history with Stargate? Yeah, I liked
Not
the film and I
much, no.
liked toys that came with it. I had a nice little set of Anubis head and Horus head figures. I enjoyed that very much. The series was okay. I'll stop there.
A friend of ours ran a Stargate LARP for a few years, and we're helping crew it for a long time. The LARP itself still runs without us.
Does it really?
Meh.
Yeah.
I think they changed the way it became like, for a while they what they did was that they made effectively a subscription model,
That's
and I was
weird.
like, didn't really buy into that idea. But Matt, do you want me to do the flat bit on the other side as well?
Yes, please. I haven't quite finished it, but
Yeah, James mentioned Bab 5 there. I think it would have ended well if it hadn't have been renewed for another season or two. Where it was meant to end was perfect.
I think that you're right, except for one tiny thing.
Hmm?
The entirety of season 5, I think we can agree, for the most part, is crap.
Hmm.
But that's because, again, like you say, it was renewed. He had his story in his head, and he wanted to do it over 5 seasons. And after the 5 seasons, and then they told him he could have his 5th season. He rushed in the 4th season, and then they said, "Oh, you can have your 5th season after all." We all know that.
Yeah.
But my favourite episode of Babylon 5 would not exist if not for that very fact. So the last episode of season 4, where it goes forward in time by jumps to see humanity like a year after
yeah.
the events of it, 100 years after the events of Babylon 5, right the way through. That only happened because they didn't have a finale for season 4, because the only finale they had was the finale that was going to be the end of the show.
Yeah.
So they couldn't show it then and then go, oh yeah, wait, here's another year of seasons. So they had to put something together to end the 4th season, and they came up with that idea, and it's probably my favourite episode of the whole show. So there's that.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I think the idea was that you paid a membership, basically, Daisy, to be part of it, to pay for the settings, whether you were going or not. It was kind of that. I didn't really look into it too much because it was like, okay, I'm not really sure about this. My concern with any sort of model like that, and I don't know it's what they went with, and I don't want to talk too much about it because I don't know too much about it. I always think from a LARP perspective, if you're asking your crew to pay to be there, you're doing it wrong. Your crew are there to help you.
the problem was that they didn't have a crew.
Yeah.
They didn't have a reliable number of crew. So what they wanted to do was they had to form up some kind of mechanism of getting players to crew each other's missions.
Yeah.
Right. So what they did was they basically gave you a discount if you were willing to crew other people's missions, which I don't think is a bad thing.
No. But at the same time, I remember going to a LARP where they basically, you paid to rock up, and every time you're not playing, you're monstering, and you had to pay on top of that to monster the mission, to play the missions. If you were a budget LARP, you rocked up, paid your entrance fee, and then monstered for everybody else for the weekend. Maybe got one bit of playing your character in. Which, yeah, to be fair, you worked with what you got, and I understand that.
Mm.
I pay to win in LARP. Fuck off! I've never seen it, and I never want to see it.
No.
Hey, what next, O Lord and Master?
Okay.
You'll go to the
Outside
Denmark.
row over here.
You will meet Yoda. Jedi.
And this is why Cal is not my Lord and Master.
Yeah. Have to agree with that, man. The Star Wars shit is driving me nuts.
Oh no.
Mike's been telling me all about Mandalorian, and I'm like,
I
yeah.
absolutely love the Mandalorian.
Mandalorian is really
Look at
good.
that little lop-eared monster.
Yeah, to be fair, Baby Yoda is an absolute.
The cutest little merchandising option.
Well, obviously he's the cutest little merchandising opportunity, but it's a monster. It is like, no, it's not even necessarily a thing.
Yoda.
This is just a Yoda thing with language difficulties that acts monstrously because it can get away with it. Fuck that noise.
Oh yeah, I agree. He's a little shit.
Yeah. I mean, cannibalizing the young of sentient species, that's a thing.
Jade, stop there because I haven't seen all of season 2 yet. So shush, 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 shush.
Seen any of the Mandalorian yet? So
Well, there's eating.
I'll let
I'll end
Yep,
there.
I'll say it keeps in. This isn't any spoilers. It keeps faith of everything that inspired Star Wars.
Yes.
Seems to, yeah.
And
I like
sorry, go
the
on.
same sort of thing. Just right, that's fair enough. You were speaking. It was very rude of me to jump in.
No. Go ahead.
So I was saying the other day, I think it was to Matt and Pascal, that Star Wars is at its best when it's straight cribbing off of mythology and folklore, but it's done Western folklore. It's done the hero's journey. It's done that same story, and then it tried to do it
Hero's
again.
Journey, Western folklore.
Sorry?
Start of the basic hero's journey has its roots in things like
It's Persian.
yes, Persian, fair enough. But Persian then led to Greek, and Greek then led to Roman, and then it's kind of most of our Western.
Yeah, but I don't think we can just steal it as
Sorry,
that's
let me-
most
let me-
Westerners did that. It's like,
Let me
no.
stop and
It is the foundation of Hollywood.
let me stop and rephrase then.
Yeah.
While the original inspiration was not Western, it is the basis of all Western mythology and Western sort of folklore is the hero's journey. Where it originally came from, yes, you're right, it's Persian originally, but that's the point I was trying to make. That most of our Western stuff is based on it. The best stuff that Disney have done with Star Wars has actually been basing it on Eastern mythology and Eastern tradition of storytelling. It's like the roaming samurai and cub, lone wolf and cub type thing, which is very Mandalorian. Yes, there's bits of the Western genre in there as well, but the core of it is here is
The core of it is Lone Wolf and Cub. Here's a samurai with a baby.
and then you've got the monk and the soldier myth from, is it Japanese or Chinese? But I don't.
I think it's Chinese. It's basically the soldier and not 100%.
That's fine.
But
But
yeah,
the point
that's-
is,
The clue is, does the soldier basically steal everything the peasants got?
No.
Because if it is, then
No.
it's Japanese. No, it's Chinese.
no, you're right, fair enough. But then again, there are stories about like humility learned in Chinese mythology, especially when it comes to things like
Oh, yeah, it's Chinese.
and plenty in
And
Japanese,
humility.
mate.
no, fair enough. Anyway,
A lot of the samurai's lessons are generally you are superior.
Yeah, but that's because
Various
samurai
apprentices.
warrior culture. Sorry, if we're talking about modern Japanese stuff, it's a bit different until you get samurai and witches.
but yeah, Mandalorian, Rogue One, good. Based on East, they're good.
Yes.
Based on West, not so good. That's kind of where I was going. But it took so long to get there that I lost interest. So who knows what
The
the
thing I'd say that the other Star Wars films, I wouldn't even say that they are based on Western storytelling. Okay, because there ain't a hero's journey there or anything like that. It's just badly written. It tried to make its own story format, which is shite.
Well, a big part of the problem with the new trilogy, for my money anyway, is that they didn't. The interesting shit is skipped over. Now, Lucas, when he was doing Star Wars the first time round, did the full-on hero's journey, including the mythic sword thing, which doesn't get used. Which is kind of, it had to have sequels, otherwise Luke getting the lightsaber means nothing. Didn't use it. He got the magic weapon and didn't use it. Well, he got the force and used
I
that.
would say originally it was ripped off Flash Gordon, wasn't it? He wanted to do
Yep.
Flash Gordon films, got told no, and basically did his fanfic Flash Gordon. Fair enough.
But yeah, that sort of thing. When you've got something like Luke's lightsaber turning up, and we're like, okay, we really want a good explanation for why this is here, and they just go, a story for another time, and never get back to it, you're like, well, fuck you.
Yeah. They forgot to pay that off.
Yeah, just fuck you. Well, to be fair, the problem as well, Star Wars needs in my opinion, a unified vision for what's going to happen. So, like, at least in the movies, in TV series, it's always a slightly different issue because you've got smaller episodes and things like that. But the second that your second movie of 3 turns around and takes everything that happened in the first movie and just throws it in the toilet, because now we're not doing that anymore. Yeah. What was the fucking point in making it a trilogy then? Why let somebody set up hooks and then let the next person who's going to be dealing with it just throw them away?
Because they were in desperation, money. Right? The first one did. They were thinking that first film was going to make them absolutely billions. This was the start of a new Star Wars intellectual property, right? And they fucked it up.
Yep.
They fucked it up really, really badly.
And in trying to, they fucked it worse.
Yes, because they were now meddling in things, and now you're allowing producers to get their crooked little mitts on creative control of stuff, and that's never a good sign.
You're right there, Cal.
Yeah, I'm just calling it night, guys. So
You're calling it night.
I will
It's
catch
been
you all.
awesome playing with you. See
Yeah.
you tomorrow. We will try,
It's been fun, man.
try and meet up next time.
Catch you later.
See you soon, pal.
Aw.
Oh, crikey, I think I'm not long for this as well. I actually just looked at the time.
Yeah, it's about 10 minutes left of the 3 hours that I'd originally kind of earmarked for it.
Oh, okay, may as well stick around till
I
the
wanted
end.
to-
Yeah, that's just like, I know.
Yeah. Got into 2 groups and decided that we're factionalizing. That's just what's
No,
happening.
I'm not up for this factionalizing. That
It's all right.
basic-
The ship has taken fine form. We'll master this game raft. I just
explains
I'm standing on the back of this ship and thinking, realise it's just looking very ship-like.
You've basically constructed a boat, man. Or you've
Ooh.
built the framework of the
Ooh.
boat and asked me to put all the planking
Now
in.
push!
I can't build a car big enough to drag that, man.
Airdrop. Yep, there's one every day.
I was
And
all
south
the
is
way
you guys.
there.
Oh yeah, that's far too far away. Fuck that.
I was meant to ask Cal where his medicine cabinet was because I really need medicine.
Just have to search the bathrooms.
I've only found one bathroom. It's not got a medicine cabinet.
Oh, I think I know where it is. Hang on, let me come to you.
Ah, found it. It's alright. I've got a splint.
Ow. Fuck, game.
Alright, it's cool. I've got it. I just have to.
You cannot breathe here. No shit, I'm underwater.
Just a helpful reminder.
Be dark. Might not know.
If you are wet, very wet, you may also have trouble breathing.
Thanks, game. I would never have thought of that.
No problem, buddy.
Where even are you, Mike?
I'm having a wander. I'm looking for food and stuff.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go and have a look at this airdrop. Can't be that far.
Might have food in.
Yeah. them.
Ooh, deep laceration. I need a sewing kit.
We've got a couple. I'm pretty sure I dumped some off.
It's actually not that far, Mike. It's only about 400
Years.
years away.
Does yucca fruit actually give you?
Tiniest amount of food. You want to make it into a smoothie or something. Basically, yucca fruit on its own is garbage.
Yucca juice is good.
On the other hand, you guys are rolling in aloe, so, you know.
Ooh, I found.
Actually, use this sewing kit to sew my arm together.
Might be worth checking this place out, Mike. It's called the Shotgun Messiah.
Right, Kay, just so you know.
Honey!
Yes,
Loot
fine.
ain't coming back.
Oh,
So once
really?
you've done a building,
Yeah, the loot ain't coming back. So the suit, if you loot a building like that early, then
Okay.
you will get early level loot out of it, and the loot ain't coming back.
Ah,
Yeah,
so
you need it, you need it.
Yes, but if it's a
It's-
shotgun Messiah building, maybe you don't.
I was going to say it's worth knowing that though, because
I wasn't sure if that's.
I didn't know that. No, that's
No,
good to know.
I haven't actually gone into it. I was just like looked out the side of it and was like, ah,
Yeah, the amount of times I found out in a in like a Bethesda game that the loot was leveled for a certain
Yeah.
box.
That's alright. I mean, at least in Skyrim I was able to disenchant some of the spankiest shit and then with my own leveled capabilities just make something amazingly better with that effect. And I could name it whatever I wanted.
I do kind of miss the shenanigans you could get up to in Morrowind with enchanting, because you could wear like 3 different layers of things and just enchant it all.
Carla?
Hmm?
Tell Mike about your story of the Ring of Ant Strength.
I think you've given half of it away by the fact it's the Ring of Ant Strength. So, basically, when I got into the ash wastes of Morrowind, I did a silly thing. I basically did not realise that I had no base anywhere near me that could help, so I was basically continually over-encumbered. And I'm trying to do shit, and it's getting to be a real hassle, and half the people who talk to me because I'm a lizard. So, you know, it's basically harder to fix stuff and keep your inventory clean and hang on
Yeah.
to the things you really want. And so I basically realised I just need to do something about this encumbrance. I was resolved to like sell all my shit the first settlement I got to. However, when I got to that first Ashlander settlement, I saw that I had run into a spellcrafter. Like, okay, how does this work? You give me money, I let you use my kit, blah blah blah. So I sell her a bunch of shit, and then I decide to make a anti-encumbrance thing. And it's just called Ant Strength. The idea is just whack the encumbrance thing right up, whack the strength right up. And it's only like 5 minutes after I left going, oh thank fuck, I can carry my shit now, all is well, and this permanent enchanted brooch or ring or something. And basically ran into an enemy that would normally give me a hell of a time, and I just fucking one-shot the bastard and flew across the mountain like, oh yeah, strength is a combat stat. Things went easier after that.
well, Mike, you should tell. I was about to say you should tell them what you've been up to in Skyrim.
Oh, I've downloaded all sorts of ridiculous mods, including ones to make all the models better, which I didn't know. Created a companion a female companion who was rather amply proportioned, shall we say.
Wank pillow.
Mike, was it called like anime best friend?
It wasn't, no. But yeah, I was first a little bit embarrassed, but then I thought, yeah, I'll keep this. Ah, fuck off, zombie!
That's an interesting change of direction.
Yeah. Seriously, Mike and Kate are nearly dead.
Right, I'm running away. Run away.
So, can you like me to build before I call it for the night?
not really. I'm to come and let us how to.
I will.
Okay.
I'll then put enough stuff around my
Right,
buildings.
I'm trying to come back to the office in time. Some opened.
Is oil shale of any use to anyone?
Yes.
Yes,
Not
it
like
needs
this.
gasoline. Forget vehicles, it will be fucking vile.
How do I add a... Pardon me.
I won't. I'll hold it against you forever.
Oh.
I'll talk about it at your funeral. I'll be like, we were friends once, and then this thing. What is it that I'm supposed to be remembering, by the way? 'Cause
Oh,
I honestly,
actually, you want to go one better, right? Because the look you get off people, and they realise that the best man gets a speech,
Oh,
and
God.
all of that time, list here, look at Russell's face was absolutely priceless.
Brilliant.
Like, so, who wants to know how Russell and Helen really met?
Oh shit.
No, let's just leave that one in there, shall we?
Wait, Kaylee, did you just die
Monster.
just before we end the stream?
Yeah.
gotta get one last one in there, okay?
Yeah, I did say, didn't I? I was gonna
Mhm.
die at some point.
Did you die by falling off? That's the important question.
No, I died by zombie. He was hiding behind the shower curtain.
That's not on brand. I don't know.
Got the psycho zombie.
Okay. And just before we end the stream, I'm actually going to sacrifice this hammer.
Oh, you're actually making the workbench. Nice.
Once this remaining forged iron has been smelted, I'll make a workbench, and that seems like a good place to end the stream.
Hi.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Thank you to our new followers.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for watching.
We will be back on Thursday, is our next scheduled stream, which will be a mystery. It'll be pickup games, basically. It'll be something not like this. This campaign will continue on Tuesdays, but we are going to change it up on Thursday and play some other stuff. Might be some Among Us, maybe. Might be some Phasmophobia. Depends who's around, basically. And what people want to play. We'll try to get ourselves together before the stream starts to make that decision. So we're not sitting on the stream making that decision, because that would be crap. But keep an eye on our Twitter at incompetheroes. Join our Discord, and we will keep you up to date with what is happening in the world of the incompetent heroes. Mostly it is games.
Always get some sleep.
Yeah.
And then,
Adios.
right.
Very much for
No, no.
watching.
Thanks for having us.
Bye.
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 And we're off.